I feel like I should be filming this in front of my Christmas tree, but I'm not. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, sushidragonmasters. And today I'm going to be doing the Christmas tree book tag. This was created by Michaela over at Michaela Hearts Books. I will link her video down below. And basically, let's just get started. So the first question, pick your tree. What is the biggest book you have read this year? I feel like this is going to be the biggest book a lot of people have read this year, but it's Winter by Marissa Meyer. This book is 820 something pages, and it was so good though. Question 2, String the Lights. What is your favorite fun and lighthearted read? I actually contemplated picking A Walk to Remember, but then I remembered that there were so many tears involved that that's not very lighthearted. So I went with Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson, because this is just like a fun road trip book. I mean, it's not like 100% just light and fluffy, but this is one of my favorite books I've read this year. It was really good. Question 3. Uh-oh, a bulb went out. That actually happens a lot on our trees. What book had a disappointing ending? For this I went with The Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan. Not that it was necessarily like extremely disappointing, it's just that I kind of wanted Annabeth and Percy to be reunited really badly, and I really thought it was going to happen in this book, but it happened in the third book, and I was really expecting it to happen here, so when it didn't, I was disappointed. Question 4, Plain Ornaments. Pick a book that has a simple yet beautiful cover. For this, I went with Prodigy by Marie Lu, because it's just like a simple picture, and it's blue, and blue is my favorite color. Question 5, Snowflakes. What book reminds you of winter? I went with The Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan because it does, I believe it's like December in this book, and it is a little bit different from the rest of the Percy Jackson series because it's not summer, and for some reason I just think of winter because it is winter in the book, and this actually was my least favorite of the series, but it still makes me think of winter, so it counts as my answer. Question 6, Homemade Ornaments. What book do you have special memory with? I went with The Last Olympian by Rick Riordan, and even though I just read this a few months ago, I just have such, as I was reading it, I just all the memories of reading all the books in the series just started coming back to me, and this was kind of the first time I read a series and actually felt so attached to the characters that when it was over, I just cried because I just didn't want it to be over. And I actually wrote in this book because I wanted to make notes about my final, my thoughts during my final day of reading the series with fresh eyes, as they say. And I also have memories of, I was trying to read this and then the phone rang, it was just a telemarketer, so I started reading the book to the telemarketer and I wanted to remember that. So I underlined the part that I read to them and then wrote a note, and that began the whole thing of writing. Question 7, Bells. What book got you out of a reading slump or just reminded you of the joy of reading? So I went with The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater, and actually before I read this I had just finished Paper Towns, and I was really disappointed by that book because I had such high expectations. So I went back to the library and I was literally just what is reading? What are books? I don't want to read anything because reading is just so disappointing. And then I ended up coming home with this and I loved it so much. It's such a good book and I highly recommend this one. Question 8, Shining Star. What was your favorite 2015 debut novel? And sadly I have not read any 2015 debut novels. I wanted to read a couple, but I just never got around to it. So I don't have an answer. Question 9. Share the Christmas spirit. Who are you going to tag? And I am going to tag everyone who wants to do this tag, because this is probably going up on either Christmas or Christmas Eve, and then it won't be before Christmas anymore. So that was the tag, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!